Periva Sharanam, can we look at yet another story today? Today I thought, let us talk about our most wanted, the cutest Lord Ganesha. Chellama Pilu அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவோம் இல்லையா? Our பிள்ளையாருமாச்சி. He is considered the god of intellect, good luck and prosperity. And not only this, he is the remover of all problems and obstacles. He is the Lord of beginnings. Anything that we do good, puja or any festival, the first god that we pray is Lord Ganesha. The elephant god, Lord Ganapati. What does he have? He has a huge belly, 4 hands and an elephant's head. It looks so very cute. There are so many anecdotes and tales in Hindu mythology that talks about Lord Ganesha, and it imparts great lessons for everyone, especially children. Ganesha's big belly, what does it represent? Generosity and accepting everything. Ganesha's upraised hand, it depicts that I am there to protect all of you. No fear when I am there. Lord Ganesha's single tusk, it also signifies focus, one-pointedness. And why does Lord Ganesha have big large ears? Because he is a very good listener. Veda Vyasa, of course, chose him only to write Mahabharata. Respecting parents, he went around his parents as a mark of them. Being the world, he is so dutiful. Lord Ganesha is known for keeping up his duties towards his parents. The tale of him fulfilling his mother's order and facing the repercussions with his father Lord Shiva, it is a well-known story that we must have read. Being humble and respectful, Lord Ganesha has a huge physique, but yet he is very humble. He rides on a small puny mouse. That symbolizes the fact that he is so humble and reverent even towards tiny creatures. So shall we now talk about a story of Lord Ganesha? Lord Ganesha and the moon story. During Chaturthi, we have observed that the moon is very prominent, and many are prompted to see the moon even if they do not want to. But why would they not want to see the moon on Chaturthi? Lord Ganesha, we all know, is the cherubic young son of Shiva and Parvati, and he is extremely fond of goodies like modak, vada, laddu, fruits like jamun, gova, udapple, sugarcane, to name a few items. Once on his birthday, Ganesha visited the houses of people who had invited him, and a whole lot of sweets and fruits was offered till his tummy was full, or rather overfull. He was finding it very difficult to walk back to his place, and his expressions was really very cute because he was plump. So as he trudged along, he tripped on a small stone and fell headlong. The sudden impact made his body roll for some distance. As he hurriedly picked up himself, there was a loud sound of scornful laughter from the sky. Lord Ganesha was so surprised. He looked up to see who was laughing at him, and he saw the moon, Lord Chandra Bhagavan, the handsome moon, laughing loudly at him. Chandra always had the arrogance of being very handsome. Ganesha was short and round, and his belly was so round and big, Lambodhara as he is called, and he was moving so very slowly, and when he tripped and fell, Chandra Bhagavan could not contain his laughter. Ganesha wanted to teach Chandra Bhagavan a lesson. He looked at him and pronounced a curse. You, Chandra Bhagavan, you are blinded by the pride of your beauty. You shall lose your sheen and your brightness and be as dark as the night sky, he said. Only then Lord Chandra realized the gravity of the mistake he had committed, and by then he had started to lose his brightness slowly. Then Lord Ganesha started to move on. Please, please, O Lord, please do not curse me thus. I did not realize I was making fun of you. Please forgive me and remove the curse, Chandra Bhagavan told Lord Ganesha. Ganesha did not hear and moved on. Chandra Bhagavan did not leave him and kept on pleading. He really repented his mistake and was genuinely praying to Lord Ganesha. Now there was very little light as Lord Chandra was losing his brightness. All the celestial beings were so alarmed. There was going to be total darkness all nights. What will happen? They also joined with Chandra and pleaded to Lord Ganesha on his behalf. Ganesha's heart we all know. Pilu Umachi, he's such a sweetheart. His heart immediately melted. After all, the sole purpose of punishment was to arrest Chandra's conceit, and now it seemed Chandra Bhagavan had realized his mistake. Looking at Chandra Bhagavan, Lord Ganesha said, "Okay, I forgive you. The curse, however, it cannot be removed fully." Chandra Bhagavan was alarmed and looked pleadingly to Ganesha. "You shall wane for 15 days and wax for 15 days, pronounced Lord Ganesha. "And anyone who looks at you on the day of Chaturthi would be subjected to issues. They will get my blessings if they pray to me." So saying thus, Lord Ganesha walked away, and the moon has been waxing and waning since then. And we have been seeing that. One small story with respect to Lord Ganesha. And there are many more stories which I will talk about in the coming weeks. But what do we learn, as I told earlier about Lord Ganesha? Duty is above everything else. Nobody in life is more important than one's own parents. Forgiveness is the ultimate virtue, which is what we saw in this Chandra Bhagavan story. Every task that we take up should be completed, which is what we saw in the epic Mahabharata, which Lord Ganesha wrote as recited by sage Vyasa. So I shall come back again with yet another story next week. Till then, goodbye, stay safe. Periva Sharma.